Hey guys, it's Greg from East Coast Eyes, and today I'm making a review, an initial review of the Maverik Spider Head. So the Maverik Spider Head is one of the newest heads from Maverik, one of the newest lacrosse companies come on the scene, and I really like what they're doing, and this is easily my favorite head from Maverik. So here is the Maverik Spider, and here is the Maverik Spider 1. So the Spider being the X-Spec head, so legal for all levels of play, 3 inches of the throat, 6.5 at the top. Spider 1 being their X6 version, only legal for NCAA play, 3 inches through the throat, 6 inches at the top. And then there's the Maverik Spider 1, which is their NHFS version, which is legal for all levels outside of NCAA play. So first off, this head costs $95, which places it up at the topper bracket of lacrosse heads. So it is pretty expensive, and it is their premium head, so I guess that does make sense. But this one weighs 4 ounces. This is the Spider, the X version, and this one weighs 4.6 ounces. 4.8 is like what the Superpower weighs. It's a Evo X. It's a pretty average weight for lacrosse, so 4.6 is just a bit lighter. So first I'm going to focus on the X version, which is the one that will appeal to most of you. So I think they did a pretty good job with this head. The face shape is wide. You can see it is relatively wide compared to other X-Spec heads, and that has a little bit to do with the lack of an aggressive flare. It's more of a gradual flare that starts to happen a little bit down lower. But it is, it's a nice stiff head, and it would work for most players. It's just a little bit wide for my liking. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more aggressive flare, and I'll talk about that in a second. So the design is nice, the aesthetics are nice. It's got this nice aggressive horizontal line going down the sidewall, similar to the Surgeon. Here's a Surgeon 10, so you can see. You can see the design is very similar, except that it's got these ribs in here. And so the idea behind the ribs was to increase stability in the parts of the head they wanted without adding too much weight. So these ribs at the bottom are increase the stability through the throat, so it can flex up here a little bit when you're shooting, but still not add too much weight to the head. So now we'll talk about my favorite part, which is stringing. Stringing this head is relatively good. It's not great, but it's good. You can see the top string holes are plenty large, and there's only 4 of them, which I like. Nobody needs 6. Nobody ever uses 6. So that's nice. It does lack a little bit in the sidewall hole area. It does have more than a head like the Evo X, but less than all the other high-performance, high-level heads in the market, like the Clutch, the Surgeon, the Lakota, the CEO, the Blade Pro, Cobra. I could go down the list. So it does lack in the sidewall holes a little bit, but certainly not to the point where you cannot string it effectively. And so you can see these holes have little grooves down here at the bottom of the hole, and so that, I guess the idea behind that is just lock the string in that little groove. I don't have a huge problem with that. That's fine for me. It doesn't bother me at all. So now you'll see the Maverik Spider 1 I prefer a lot to the Maverik Spider. This is the X6 version, and you can see right away the difference is how high and aggressive the flare is in the Maverik Spider 1, which is in this hand. So you can see the throat stays really nice and narrow all the way up here, and then flares out very aggressively. So this is going to allow you to string a tighter channel and a better pocket. So we'll compare this to, I guess, the Surgeon 10, which is one of the most high-performance X6 spec heads in the market, and you can see that it is very, very similar in face shape and really shape in general. So it's almost identical to the Surgeon 10 with maybe just 1 or 2 less stringing holes. You can see as compared to the Evo X6, my favorite X6 spec head, it's also very similar to that, but has less sidewall holes. So overall, I really like the Maverik Spider head. It's not my favorite pick for the price point, but I think they've done a good job with it and definitely improved from some of their other models. I would have liked to have seen the same throat and pinch in the X6 spec applied to the X spec, but outside of that, I'm a big fan. I know there's some big name players that use it like Billy Bitter and Johnny Christmas, so clearly it is good enough for the highest level of lacrosse, and I'd certainly play with it, but probably wouldn't pick it up for $95. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like this if you liked it. If you've used a Maverik Spider, Feel free to give me your feedback in the comments. I'd like to know what you think of it. Subscribe if you haven't for stream videos and tutorials, and thanks for watching.